Now, everybody talks about making money with prop firms, or they show you withdrawing profits on Instagram or on YouTube. But nobody really talks about how to actually get there from zero. Like the real roadmap. Without savings, you don't have any trading accounts yet, no funded capital, just you, probably your laptop or a computer, and a strategy that hasn't been completely proven yet. And I've been there. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process to go from absolutely zero to $100,000 in funded capital. This video will include no shortcuts, no BS, just the real process. So I really want to ask you, take notes, go over this video a couple of times if you need to, and make sure you give it your full attention. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Jody. I'm a multiple six-figure funded trader. I've been trading for the last 8 years, almost 9 now, and I've been successfully living from it for almost half a decade now. While doing that, I've also helped dozens of traders go from zero to $100,000 in funding in just a matter of months. So here's what we will be covering today. I cooked something up for you guys for this video, and this is where we're starting. Like I said, no shortcuts, only real process. There will be 4 steps. The mistakes are covered, and I will have a word of advice at the end. Make sure that you stick to the end so that you also get to hear that, right? The full steps are: step 1, build your edge. Step 2, your first challenge. Step 3, the scaling cycle. And then step 4, hitting your $100,000 in funding. Now, we also have some common mistakes and some nice stats right here that we will be going over while going through this board. Now, this is the single biggest mistake that traders make, and that is that they buy challenges before they're ready, way before they're ready. Now, I get it. The excitement is real. I've been there myself as well. I've probably spent more than 10,000 euros on challenges before I ever got a single euro out of it. So I totally get that. You see the ads, you see the payouts from traders, and you think, okay, I just need to pass one challenge and I'm in, right? And I invest this 150, 300, 500, maybe even $1,000, right? If you're going for the 200 case, and then you blow it, and then you do it again. And suddenly you spend more than $1,000 or more than $2,000, $3,000 on challenge fees without ever getting a dollar back out of it. This shows you that this has nothing to do with trading, right? It has everything to do with preparation, being ready for a challenge, and of course actually knowing how to trade, how to use your data to your advantage, and not blow all of your money because you get drawn into this gambling mindset and getting rich quick mindset. Now, the fix is having 3 consecutive profitable months on demo or on a small account first. Before you spend any money at all, you have to prove your edge on a demo account, right? And a demo account, it costs you nothing. It is completely free. Your only job right now is to answer, do I have a profitable strategy? And you can only answer that by having proven data. Now, what I've seen as well is that a lot of people, they treat their demo accounts like throwaway accounts, right? They don't care about it at all, and they start to execute wrong trades because they don't feel anything about it. So what you can do is you can open a small account, right? $100, $200, $300. I would say don't do more than a $500 for your first tryout account. And you want to do this with a good broker, right? With good spreads so that you're not wasting all of your money on spreads and commissions. I've recently partnered up with TMGM. It's a broker that I use. It has good spreads, it has good commissions, and there is a link for that in the description. So the benchmark that you want to hit before ever touching a single challenge is having 3 consecutive profitable months on demo or on your small account. Not 3 good weeks, 3 full months, okay? Especially if you're doing this on your own. With my students, we get into this a lot quicker, but we also have a lot more data gathered on backtesting, for example, to make proof of concept. Now, why do we want 3 full months? Because everyone can get lucky in a couple of weeks, right? Let's say you have 2 good weeks and now you're up 9% and you feel ready for the challenge already, but then you get burned completely after. We don't want that, right? We want to have 3 full months showing your edges real and repeatable. Now, you want to track everything, right? Your win rate, your risk reward, your max drawdown, and the trades that you're taking per week. Because these 4 numbers will be the foundation of your prop firm strategy. I quickly want to interrupt. I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel. I want to grow this channel as much as possible, and I can only do it with your help. It is completely free. Check out that red subscribe button down below. It will mean a lot to me. Thanks. This is all the information and data that you'll need so that you also know what to expect when trading challenges, right? If you know your average win rate, your average risk reward, your max drawdown, you can prepare for this also in your risk structure. Plus, you also know how many accounts to trade. We will come back to that in a second. And also because you track everything on demo, and let's say you know your monthly return, and let's for this video use a 3% return, You can literally reverse engineer exactly how much capital you need to replace, for example, your job or to hit any income target that you have in mind. That is a mindset shift, right? We are not going to gun for 10% months on one account and basically just gambling our way through profitability or to payouts. No, we're going to do this consistently. So start thinking about what your process actually produces and percentage wise, and then the money will literally follow that process. So while you're trading demo or that small account, also take the time to learn the rules from the platform that you're going to trade with, right? Learn the drawdown limits, learn how they work. Are they end of day? Are they trailing? Are they not trailing? Are they end of day trailing, right? See how many days you need at minimum to pass your challenge and learn about consistency rules. Especially future firms will have a lot of consistency rules, mainly during the challenge phases. All right. So make sure you don't get surprised and that they do not have anything on you to use against you to deny a payout for not following the rules. Always remember that prop firms are not your friend. It is basically you against them. If you make money, they lose money. If you don't know how prop firms work, especially B-book prop firms, I would advise you to do your research on that as well. To say it really quickly, they make money when you lose, and they lose money when you win. A-book prop firms, by the way, they make money when you win, and they lose money when you lose. But almost every prop firm that you see online is, for the main part, a B-book prop firm. Okay, so that was step 1. Now we're going to go to step 2 to start your first challenge. So, first challenge right here. It is very important that you're starting small. I made so many mistakes in the beginning and also on this part where I was just going for 100k challenges constantly. And at this time I was also still working a job. It was like 1/3 of my salary per challenge. Really insane when I think about it. So we want to start small. I like saying before, we want to have 3 profitable months on demo first so that you know your numbers, you know the rules, and now it is really time to put some skin in the game and get some challenges. Why are we starting small? Like I said, first of all, to preserve our own capital, right, our own money in the bank, and not spend all of our money on challenges. Very important. The second thing is that your first challenge, it is not about the money at all. It is literally not about performing at all or about returning at all. It is all about learning how to trade under pressure with real consequences. If you started with a small account instead of a demo account, you tipped your toes in that water already a little bit. But now it's going to feel a lot more real because you're trading with a lot more capital. And if you've been trading completely on demo, then I promise you it will feel very, very different. So we want to start small and we want to keep the cost of learning very small. So on CFD firms, so the forex firms, it will be around these prices. For 25,000, 10,000 is from ftmo. They're the most expensive ones, but also the prop firm with the best reputation. This is Apex on futures. They always do these discounts. That's fairly cheap, but if that is not a discount, a 25k challenge will probably cost you around 50 bucks somewhere else, right? Now, very important is that when you're in this challenge, treat it exactly like a funded account or your own $25,000 that you've put on the line. Same risk per trade, the same process that you're following, the same journaling process that you're doing, and very important that you're not gambling. Okay? Even though it just costs you 20 bucks to get this challenge, do not gamble any of this away because this will print a very wrong mindset into your brain. So make sure to lock in. Now, your target for this first account is very simple. I want you to get your challenge feedback. That is only going to apply on CFD firms, and even there, not all of them. But if it applies to you, let's say you're going with ftmo, just go for a very small payout, right? If it is a 25k challenge that you're having, go for a $500 payout, plus you get your challenge feedback. At this moment, you are literally trading free money. Okay? Now, on futures, I want you to get the minimum payout, right? Some prop firms, they have this hidden second challenge in there where they ask you to create a buffer, right? Create a buffer of 1k or 2k or whatever, depending on your account size. Make sure you get this buffer and then, again, an extra $500 or $200, $300 and you get the payout. Very important to do this, right? Don't go for these massive payouts right away. I just want you to see that it is possible, that you can get money out of there. Plus, I want it to be risk-free inside of these challenges. Now, a practical tip is to pick one firm, right? Master one prop firm before expanding to others. Stick to the biggest prop firms and avoid prop firms that constantly throw with discounts. This one is a bit going against what I said with the Apex accounts, but this is just how they do business in a way, I don't know. And the challenges never cost this much. So they're giving very big discounts, not the best firm to trade with probably, but especially on CFD firms, if they're throwing constant discounts, stay away from them. Now, why stick with one prop firm and not diverse risk by choosing multiple ones. I don't want your head to be on every single trading platform. I don't want your head to be on every single prop firm. Just keep it all in one place, keep it focused, and then we can start expanding. Then we come to step 3, right? The scaling cycle. And this is where it really gets interesting, because this is already the part that most beginning traders never reach. And it's not really because it's hard, but it is because they run out of patience or out of capital, because they blew everything on this step already. So the scaling cycle is really simple, right? You get your challenge, you pass the challenge and you get funded. Then you trade with proper risk, let's say 1%, and you lock in your first profit, probably if you win your first trade already. Then you request that payout and you reinvest it straight away into new challenges. Now, this is a rule that I want you to remember, is that always have 4 accounts in your chamber, but never trade more than one of them at the same time. Probably even at the same day for most of you, okay? If you have 4 challenges, let's say today is Monday, I'm only trading challenge 1 and I'm only taking 1 trade this day. Then on Tuesday, I go to challenge 2 and I take the second one. Why do we do this? Because we want to diverse risk as much as possible, and we want to protect our downside as much as possible as well. And we want to protect our downside as much as possible because the market will humble you. Believe me, right? Bad weeks will happen, and if you're then trading all of your accounts at once, you're literally losing everything. And even though maybe it costs only like $100, these 4 challenges, or $1,000, depending if you're trading with CFDs or futures, still we don't want this to hurt your mindset, because then you have to go back to zero on these accounts, back to zero, let's say these were all funded, and go through the challenge phases again. So always 1 out of 4, also with funded, always 1 out of 4. Now, once you start stacking these accounts, you get more funded, you get more challenges. And by the way, always buy the same size of challenge when you're reinvesting until you're at 4, right? And then you have 4 funded. Then you can go to 50Ks or 25 if you start with 10s. So once you start stacking these accounts, your payouts will also start to compound, right? Let's say these are all funded. First one is waiting for a payout, second one is waiting for a payout, third one is waiting for a payout, and the fourth one you're also getting towards that payout stage. Even if it is $250, $500, $100, right? Just get that minimum threshold in and wait for the payout. Like I said, it will start to stack, it will start to compound. So use these payouts as fuel and reinvest every single payout until you hit $100,000 funded. Now let's look a little bit at the compound math, right? 2 accounts at 25K funded, 3% a month. Let's say you have 4 accounts, 25K, 3% a month. It's already $3,000 a month, okay? And this proves that you don't need much to make a living. You don't need these $100,000 accounts. You don't need $1 million in funding, right? $3,000 is already very nice. Now, very important to remember is that you always trade one type at a time, or funded or challenges, especially in the beginning. What I've noticed is that the mindsets are very, very different. And we don't want that more aggressive mindset to also be applied on funded accounts. So always one type at a time. So let's say your funded account is waiting for a payout, then go to challenges, okay? Now, step 4 is hitting $100,000 in capital. So again, to remind you what it actually does for your income, let's do the math a little bit. Let's say you have $100,000 in capital times 3% times, most of the time you will have also an 80% split. It will literally give you $2,400 net a month before taxes, of course. And for some, this is enough to replace a 9 to 5. And for most of us, if you're living in a more expensive city or a more expensive country, it is definitely a very nice extra on the side. If you do this times 2, you can probably replace your 9 to 5 as well. And if you don't think that this is much because you've been thrown 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K payouts your way constantly on Instagram, you're right. Like I said, it is a nice side income. But 100K funded is also not the finish line, right? It is just the beginning, because this means that your cycle works, right? It means that you're running a system and that you're not gambling. Consistency is the key right here, because now you've passed multiple challenges, you've managed multiple funded accounts, and you're literally navigating a real market with real money. And that will be a completely different trader than you were before starting this. So once you start to scale, I want you to create groups. And at this stage, you're basically going to copy your trades across 3 accounts or 2 accounts, right? But you need to have multiple groups before you can start this. So where you first had just 4 accounts, now each account will represent a group. And this is how you scale without changing a thing from your risk or from your strategy. This is the key to having a complete growth system. Now, last but not least, a bit of expectations that I want you to have. 6 to 12 months of consistent execution of this whole system, okay? And your growth will be non-linear, meaning that it does not go like this. right? What you can really expect is that it goes like this for a very, very long while, and then it starts to move up exponentially. Now, the most common mistakes that you want to avoid are buying challenges too early before proving your edge on demo, trading all accounts at once because this will violate the 1 out of 4 rule, spending your payouts too early because it will kill the compounding cycle. Really, keep the money in your bank and spend it on challenges, and mixing challenges and funded accounts because the different approach is real and the mindset needs to be on point on both of them. So some benchmarks is that your demo needs to be on 3 months, your first challenge needs to be 10 to 25k, risk per trade 1 to 2% depending on your phase, max account at a time 1 out of 4, and we can expect an income at 100k of $2,400 a month, being very conservative. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. The traders who make it, the ones that are pulling payouts month after month, are not the best traders. They're just the most disciplined ones because they're following a cycle even when it feels boring. They're following a system. And they're reinvesting their money even when they want to spend it. You don't see me here driving Lambos or flexing with watches or buying big yachts. No, I don't care about any of that. I just want to set my family safe and I want to reinvest as much as possible so that I can make as much as possible money and just have a good life. So discipline is literally that edge that compounds on top of every other edge that you have. So here's my challenge to you before the video ends. Write down one number. What is your realistic average monthly return on demo right now? Not what you hope it is, but what it actually is. That number is your starting point. And if you cannot write down a number, it tells you more than you need to know about your discipline. But if you can write down a number, everything that we talked about today builds on top of that number. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.